The Vatican is the religious headquarters of Christians and the Catholic Church, so naturally, we expect only good and religious news from this holy city. It becomes surprising and mind-blowing to know secrets are running around this holy city's halls. For a long period of time, we've been hearing so many rumors about the hateful practices and crimes of the Vatican. Some of these acts were so dreadful that the Vatican had to issue public apologies through the Pope years later. Vatican City is a state like no other. It is an independent, sovereign state that belongs to no government but the Holy Seer, the Pope. It might be hard to picture, but Vatican City is the smallest state in the world with only 49 hectares and a population of 453 people. This small state is very much admired and regarded as the most sacred place in the world, especially for Christians. So ancient and formidable is the Vatican State that, despite its size and population, it commands immense power that stretches to the ends of the earth. Not only is this state filled with great architectural and artistic masterpieces, but it is also filled with many secrets, fighting not to spill out. Number 10. Evident of celestial life. In the 17th century, the Vatican selected some documents under the order of Pope Paul and removed them from public view. Speculations say that these documents are evidence and records of extraterrestrial life. A Russian professor who claimed to have seen these documents said that they disclosed the way aliens influenced ancient civilizations, from the Egyptians to the Mayan culture. Additionally, he claims that he has seen records of weapons similar to contemporary nuclear weapons and that a powerful weapon melted the walls of Babylon. These are very wild claims, and if they are true, we might never know as there is no evidence. The Vatican will never disclose this secret because it threatens the very foundation of the Christian faith. For such a small state, they sure do have a boatload of secrets bottled up, which may probably never see the light of day. But nothing is hidden under the sun. One day, these secrets will come out for all of us to know. Number 9. Secret court for severe sins. Do you know that the Vatican has a court they call the Apostolic Tribunal of Conscience? A secret court for trying extreme, heinous crimes. Pope Alexander Bird established his court in 1179, and it remained a secret until 2009. This makes one wonder what sort of crimes they have been hearing about and what kind of punishments they have been giving for those crimes. The job of this tribunal or court is to hear and try cases so bad that only the Pope should know about them. Some of these crimes can include sexual activities among priests, abortion, genetic manipulations, and many others. At the tribunal, the offender receives absolution, excommunication, or other forms of punishment. Number 8. Vatican leaks scandal. In 2021, several Vatican documents leaked, exposing corruption in the Holy City. The scandal involved the blackmailing of homosexual priests, faction fighting, and money laundering activities. An Italian journalist published some letters from Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano that described the corruption taking place in the Vatican City, to the amazement of everyone. The Vatican leak scandal also resulted in some books, like Gianluigi Nuzzi's His Holiness and a show called The Untouchables. Although the Vatican launched an investigation to find the source of the leaked documents and arrested the Pope's butler, Pablo Gabriele, the truth behind this scandal is one secret the Vatican sure does not want you to know. Number 7. Posthumous trial. It started with Pope Stephen VI, who was the successor to Moses. Moses was accused of illegally accessing the authority of the Pope, but the accusation is not the main event. The main event was the trial 7 months after his death. He was dug up to stand trial with a cardinal as a representative, found guilty, and punished. There have been rumors of a continuous trial of corpses in the Vatican. However, there is no concrete proof of these ridiculous events. Number 6. The Apocrypha books. You may have heard someone say that the Bible's books are incomplete. During the compilation of the books of the Bible in 1684, the Vatican decided to remove 14 books without an explanation. They only said that these books are non-canonical and only suitable for instructions. These missing books are known as the Apocrypha. Until now, the Vatican has not attempted to release these books to the public. They are okay with us not knowing what it says. At first, the Bible had 80 books, but upon translation from Latin to English, it now has only 66. Among the missing books are the Esteros Tobit, Maccabees, Prayer and Set, Songs of Three Holy Children, and the Wisdom of Solomon. Most people assume that these books were removed because they disagree with the general narrative of the Bible. Number 5. Vatican Exorcist Army. In this modern age, it is weird to hear of demon expulsion, but the practice is still very much alive in the Catholic Church. One open secret about Vatican City is its exorcist army. It was just in 2016 that the former chief of exorcists, Father Gabriele Moore, passed away. In his lifetime, he performed over 130,000 expulsions at the Vatican. That is a lot of demon banishing. According to a previous BBC report, the Vatican once hosted about 260 priests from all over the world to perform an expulsion on a woman allegedly under the control of a demon. It was also reported that Pope Francis also performed a public expulsion on a man in a wheelchair. While science has evolved to condemn demon possession, the Catholic Church still stands by its roots, and expulsions are obviously here to stay. Number 4. A female pope. One One secret that the Vatican will always swear is a lie and nothing but a myth is the existence of a female pope. Her name was Joan, a nun who rose quickly in authority to become a pope. She did this by disguising herself as a man, wearing the bulky religious clothes of the Catholic Church. Her reign was short-lived as she got pregnant and almost died from childbirth, which is how she was discovered. Afterwards, the Church erased almost all records of the existence of a female pope, and when some evidence came to light, they dubbed her story a myth. Number 3. 1994 Rwanda Genocide. Although in 2017, the Pope gave a heartfelt apology to the people of Rwanda, details of the exact role they played during the war are not yet public knowledge and may never be. All we know for certain is that the Catholic Church was partially responsible for the large number of deaths in 1994. The Catholic priests, nuns, and members made things worse for the Tutsi tribe. Father Athanasius, a Rumba priest, even ordered his church to be destroyed with the 2,000 Tutsis hiding and sheltering inside. It was obvious that the church was already compromised by its long political ties with the ruling Hutu tribe. For a community that preaches togetherness, it is appalling that the Vatican took part in such a horrible genocide. Number 2. Vatican gains from Holocaust. Before the war, there had always been a Cold War between the Vatican and the Jews. The church believed that the Jews were responsible for killing Jesus Christ. It wasn't until 20 years after the war that the Vatican issued a formal letter condemning such beliefs. Considering this belief, it isn't surprising that Pope XII was silent as the Jews were slaughtered in millions. Documents found in the Vatican's secret archives show that the Vatican was quiet and gained from the Holocaust genocide of an entire race. Lots of Jewish gold made its way into the treasure room of the Vatican. Number 1. The Vatican and Nazi escapes. Of all the rumors about the Vatican, the topmost on the list is the secret that the Vatican helped the Nazis escape during the end of World War II. After the war was over, numerous top-ranking Nazi soldiers fled to all parts of Europe to escape accusations of war crimes. Many used a popular passageway called the Red Light. This red light passage was a well-organized, thorough system and collaboration set up after the end of the war to help Nazis escape punishment. Many high-ranking Nazis, with the help of the Catholic Church, fled and sought refuge abroad. War criminals like the Butcher of Lyon, Mengele, who was a doctor in the Auschwitz concentration camp, and Walter Raff, the inventor of the mobile gas chambers, all fled to different parts of Europe with the help of the Vatican. There are documents related to these high-ranking Nazi escapes in the secret archives of the Vatican. Of course, these documents might never see the faces of researchers, but Gerald Stein insists in his book that several Red Cross members helped provide secret travel documents for the Nazis and assisted in their escape on the orders of the Vatican. The Church has refused to comment on these accusations, but considering the Vatican's long history of influence, it is not very difficult to imagine such a horrible act.